Hello, beautiful mutants. It is Saturday, August the 12th. I'm at the halfway point, about 5.5 kilometers away from home, which is that away somewhere. Uh, just down the bank from Highway 20, which is just above us. Thought, well, thinking where's the perfect spot, to take a breather and record a video on a fine Saturday afternoon. Clouds in the sky. Don't think it's going to rain. Hope it's not going to rain. At least not for another hour and a half or so. So yeah. Hello. High energy. Live, learn, observe. Yeah, I've been high energy all my life. I was one of those kids that was the last one to go to sleep at night on those sleepovers. I sort of like, okay, I guess since everybody else has gone to bed, I might as well go to bed too. And yeah, I had all this thought I was going to say, but no. I guess the reason why I'm doing this is that I'm retiring soon, but also winter's coming soon. So, I mean, we're closer to winter than we are to spring, that's for sure. And if it was winter, I'd be at the point where we're saying, yeah, we're almost there, but we're still so far away. So same thing, not quite to fall. Still got lots of summer left. So having said that, yeah. So this is going to be one of my ongoing things that is going to go hopefully years into the future. But as it stands right now, it's it's a beautiful day. Just finished watching race 4 of 2019. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is the year where both Verstappen and Leclerc get their first victory. But it's enjoyable to watch. That's for sure. Like, of course, like what is it? The first 4 races and Mercedes 1-2 dominance. Gee, doesn't that sound familiar? It sounds like the first 10 races with Red Bull this year. How and that's like when was the change? I guess was the last race of 2021, where Verstappen won and took the titleship in the last race of the year and won. Yeah, and is on his way, certainly. Well, he pretty much has his third consecutive championship this year. So anyway, so I mean, there's been an ongoing project since about 2018 where, I need to, do something with the latter part of my, well, not my latter part, my second half of my existence here on Earth. So like I said, I mean, this is early stages sort of thing. I'm having fun. I mean, I think I need to make more variety of the videos sort of thing, but this is a new one, right? I mean, this is a pond, like I said, just off of the highway, about 8 kilometers from city that way. And if you look that way, about 6 or 7 kilometers is the bridge, Sheep Creek Bridge, that we're always going to, of which I want to maybe one day make a walk there. One of the inspirations of me walking is there's this guy that used to come into the office at when I was at the Bachelor. That was like now 7 or 8 years ago. So probably about 12, 13 years ago when he first came in. And he was one of those people that are always miserable sort of thing. So, and nobody liked, dealing with him because he was a miserable person, like always complaining and whining and sort of thing. So, join him, right? So like one time when he came in, sort of says, I knew who he was. Sort of, good afternoon, how are you doing, right? And he would say, terrible or miserable, and then he would say, he said, how are you doing, right? And it says, oh, I'm doing miserable as well, right? And and instantly, like sort of like every time he came in, So, anyways, the story is that he's in his 70s. He's retired, and I think he walks about 5 miles every day, sort of thing, from his home, sort of thing. And once a year from his home, which is on the Dog Creek, which is a little bit lower than where I live. So it's probably, probably about a 25K round trip for him. Okay, yeah, about something like that. But anyways, he walks to Sheep Creek Bridge and back once a year. So anyways, but I think the first time I do it, I'm going to do it so that Sandra will pick me up after work. Anyways, yeah, and then, the whole part of like live, learn, observe sort of thing. Live is more, I guess you have to be actively living. I mean, it's very easy to make an existence on this world. You wake up in the morning, you sit yourself in front of the TV all day, and yeah, that's an existence. But I wouldn't consider that living. And that, that's the learn and observe sort of thing. The learning, well, again, actively learning, you want to be always, increasing your knowledge of what you know, and then the observe part is that I think the observing part is the part of if you have to make changes or adjustments, make them. And that's the whole thing, is that so many people, they are just existing in the world. I mean, they're living, but they're not learning and observing, or they're learning, but they're not. It's the combination of the three sort of thing is actively listening, actively learning, and actively observing. Right. So, anyways, yeah. So, like I said, I've been on this sort of like plan for about 6 years. When my parents started, anyways, I'm not going to go there again. I already went there. But about a year ago, I lucked out and managed to get a lifetime membership to Shaw Academy Learning. They're the type of courses where they're progressive learning. So every lesson you build in the next, and you do, but they're sort of like textbooks, like Robert Anton Wilson and Prometheus Rising, right? That's a textbook. I mean, if you just read it, and you don't follow the lessons at the end, well, then, you're not going to get as much if you, right? I mean, the whole quarter thing. Well, I guess that would be me with 23s, and I see the number 23 probably a million times a day. Anyways, and the observing, right? I have been observing, and when I was younger, and well, still to this day, right? I'm very quiet, and maybe that's part of the reason why I'm making these videos as well. Is that is what a beautiful day, isn't that just beautiful? Another 23 day out there. Yeah. So if it could be like 23 degrees, 365 days a year, that'd be awesome. But alas, it doesn't. So yeah, no, I'm quiet, right? Like I listen, I watch, anyways, no fish is jumping. Did you see any fish jumping? No, me either. Somebody in a motorcycle over there. Actually, in behind those trees, like literally right behind, and that's where the Speedway is, the Thunder Mountain Speedway. And not that far is the Welcome to Williams Lake sign. So yeah, so I'm going to try to keep this video to about 10 minutes long. I'm at about the 9-minute mark now. So yeah, so the high energy, and where I'm hoping it really catches on as well is the higher energy music, like dance music, like trance, like progressive house, chill. All of it is just, yeah, there's lots of it. And I'm discovering new music on a weekly basis. Like, it's how, there's no such thing as, music always the same. You listen to the same music, you listen to it since the 80s. Well, nope, not me. I would say probably since last December, since I've been, I guess, sort of in a way, like actively looking for new music. over 100 songs, easy over 100 songs that either I've rediscovered or I've discovered for the first time. And yeah, it's just totally amazing. So I am going to try to cut this short here. And I'll do another one. It'll probably be a few days. I'm going to take a break after this and just contemplate. But yeah, high energy music. Have a good one, you all.